You're watching the David Benjamin High Tech Direct TV Sports Zone.
Welcome back to Homecoming 2010, a.k.a. the Sports Zone. You know, football wasn't the only big thing going on this weekend at Tennessee Tech. The TTU men's basketball team also cranked up the 2010-2011 season with a little trip to North Carolina State. Even though the Golden Eagles didn't come away with a win, they played the Wolfpack awfully close. Well, the Golden Eagles didn't appear to be intimidated at all by the Wolfpack on their home court. TTU came out playing the ACC powerhouse extremely close in the first half, trailing by just 3 points at the intermission. But North Carolina State was able to stretch their lead to double digits midway through the second half and kept it at a comfortable margin in posting an 82-69 win over TTU. Guard Zach Swansea led the Golden Eagles with 13 points and 5 assists, while Terrell Barnes yanked down a game-high 10 rebounds. And joining us now, Tennessee Tech men's basketball coach Mike Sutton. Coach, good showing at North Carolina State. Man, that's a pretty good basketball team.
Well, I think they certainly will be by the end of the year. I was proud of how hard our kids competed. We were down 3 at the half, and you know, when you go into a game against someone that good, you got to make some shots, and we had some really good looks in the second half. We had 2 possessions where it would have cut the game to a real low score and just couldn't get the ball to go down. But, you know, I was proud of how we played. It was a guarantee game, obviously, for financial reasons we played, but we had a chance, and that's all you ask for.
Yeah, it's kind of good to see you guys go in an atmosphere like that and, you know, not really be intimidated, but get some experience in a good basketball atmosphere.
Yeah, they had about 15,000 people, 15,000 plus, and our guys played hard. I thought we had some kids, particularly our new kids, that came in and really competed. Liam did a nice job. Matt Marseille came in, was good. Of course, Zach Swansea, you know, the transfer, was probably our leader that night. So it's a good starting point, but we just got to build on it, and we still would have liked to have got, slipped out of there with a win, though.
And now you got a week, and then you go to East Tennessee State. Not an easy place to play up there.
Well, and they're picked to win the Atlantic Sun. They've got 5 seniors. They played Kentucky, I think the same night we played NC State, but I think they play Murray State this week as well. But it'll be a tough environment. We just signed a 4-year deal because they're a close school, and I like to play the people in the state, and they're one of the few schools that'll play us home and home. So it'll be good, but they will be extremely tough with those guys coming off an NCAA tournament team.
Yeah, and what do you want to see improvement-wise the most from the North Carolina State game to the East Tennessee State game?
Well, we rebounded the ball fairly well against NC State, but we missed a couple of key rebounds. That would have been big plays for a long rebound. We didn't get a guard box out, and but we want to continue to make sure that our defensive transition's got to be much better against East Tennessee State, and then offensively just get a little more cohesive and try to get the ball to our inside guys a little bit better.
You like the way the team's looking right now this early in the season?
Yeah, I like our team. I think we've got some depth. I was pleased with the ways guys played off the bench, and I think that'll keep it very, very competitive for us. We just got such a tough schedule with, opening with NC State, now East Tennessee State, and right after that you got Appalachian State. We had a big win on the road at Tulsa, and then an easy one at Michigan State.
Well, Coach, good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
The Tennessee Tech women's basketball team cranked up the 2010 season at home against Alabama A&M. A lot of expectations for Satia Messer and the Golden Eagles. Check out what happened. Well, the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles opened up the 2010 season in fine fashion against Alabama A&M. The Golden Eagles put it on absolute cruise control in the first half, going up by 25 points. Kelly Cook came off the bench, scored 6 straight points to lead the surge as Tech went up 45-20. In the second half, though, Alabama A&M cut the deficit by 10, but it was Tennessee Tech going on to post the 82-67 victory. 3 players scoring 17 points apiece. Takar Hayes leading the Golden Eagles with 17 points, 4 assists. It was Kelly Cook finishing up with 17 points and 4 rebounds. And Tiara Hopper, a career-high 17 points to go with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And joining us now, head coach Satia Messer. Coach, 15-point win is a 15-point win, especially in your first game of the season.
We'll take it. Definitely we'll take it. Alabama A&M is so well coached and so athletic that it was a great challenge for us early. We were pleased with our press. We felt like if this is a team that we can press and do decently, then we can press anyone in the country because they're as athletic as it comes.
Yeah. In the first half, things are going right along, and then Kelly Cook comes off the bench, and it's just like, ignites an explosion, and you guys go on a big run, get up real big. But, she gave you a big boost off the bench.
She did. When she came off, I exhaled when she came off the bench. She did. And Kelly's such a competitor. I knew she would be ready, especially with Alabama A&M being an in-state team and those kind of things, with her being from Alabama. I knew she would be ready. And I was proud of her. I think her spark kind of set the tone. The game, to me, was won the first 5 minutes. It wasn't at the end. We still got to learn how to finish and do well at the end of games.
Yeah. Takara Hayes got her points, 17, and then Tiara Hopper, career high 17 off the bench.
Hey, Hop I think she was our MVP, because that energy inside from the post presence is what we really been working for, and she played hard, and I was very proud of Hop. I'm glad to see. I hope she's kind of coming out of her shell now.
Yeah, and you saw some new players get some action. One of them, Molly Hetty, who came in and was really active. Let's see, she had 6 rebounds, 7 points in just 13 minutes.
Yeah, and Molly is one of those players. She's similar to Kelly in terms of us slowly working her in because of her ACL injury. But we're proud of Molly. She came in and played tough. She's one of our toughest players, and I think down the road that's really going to help us.
It's just good to get this confidence boost now to kind of get you now ready to go on the road.
It really is. And, I keep telling my staff and my players that these next 2 games are just as important as OVC games, because, with our young players and being on the road, we really got to step it up and get our confidence, too, for these next 2 games. And so I'm proud, and I hope we can come out with some victories.
Plus, it's in-state games, too. You're playing Lipscomb and Belmont. You might be recruiting against some of those schools, so certainly it helps to have bragging rights over them.
Yeah, well, I can brag with the best of them, so no, I'm joking. But, no, it really is. It is. It's very important. And we didn't pull away from Lipscomb here last year until the last 3 minutes. So it's going to be a tough game. This is definitely not a cakewalk. Hey, Belmont has a new coach, new energy, and those kind of things. They're playing just won a game last night. So we got our work cut out for us.
Well, congratulations on the win, and good luck to you this week.
Thank you.
You're watching the David Benjamin High Tech Direct TV Sports Zone.
Well, you never know who you're going to find at a Tennessee Tech women's basketball game. We've got Colleen Cox here, who is the recreation coordinator at First Baptist Church. And, she's getting ready for a little basketball because Upward's about ready to start. And I tell you what, anytime Upward gets cranked up, I know, you start getting busy.
Oh, yeah, it's very busy right now. We've got almost 400 kids signed up for Upward basketball and cheerleading. That doesn't include our Devoted Basketball League, which is a youth. So it's a very hectic time right now, trying to get every teams drafted, coaches in place, and all that good stuff. So,
one of the things about Upward is you try and make the teams equal as possible. It's not like there's going to be any powerhouse teams or anything like that. You evaluate the talent, you put them on teams, and it really makes for good competition.
It does. Upward has its own unique evaluation system. Each kid comes in and goes through a few drills, and that helps us assign them a score, and then they're all placed in the computer and distributed out that way. So hopefully we have very even teams, and it's very fun for all kids of all abilities.
Yeah. And I'm sure, you probably didn't mean to, but you probably stacked my team too there for me, didn't you?
Of course.
Well, just talk about, there's coaches' evaluations that come up too. There's a lot of training that goes in. Not anybody can just coach Upward basketball.
No, it takes a special person to coach Upward basketball. We have coaches training coming up Saturday and Monday. For coaches, that anybody that's interested in basketball, you don't have to be a superstar basketball person to be able to coach Upward. We have the coaches' books. We have all this stuff. It takes a heart for children and a love for Christ, and that's what we're trying to teach the kids as much as we are about basketball, also about Jesus Christ. And so it takes the love of sports, but if you don't have that love of sports but you have a love of Christ, you can still make it work in Upward with all the training that we have for you.
Yeah, trust me. Anybody can coach Upward. They really can. They make it so easy. I know it's an exciting time. When will the games actually get cranked up?
We'll begin games January 8th, probably bright and early at 8 a.m. and go pretty much till 8 p.m. that day.
Yeah, and practices crank up?
November the 29th we'll start practices, and you'll have about 4 weeks of practice before our games start.
Great. Well, I can't wait. You know, you got Coach Jake for 5 years. This is the second year coach of Savannah. Man, it's just such a fun league. And you guys, let me tell you something. Since you've gotten over there, since you left me at the HC and went to First Baptist Church, it's gotten a lot better.
Thank you very much.
Well, we sure have had a big time here at Tennessee Tech, homecoming 2010. Woo, had a lot of good food, listened to some pretty good music, got to watch a little football. You know, you just soak it all up, you take it all in. But unfortunately, that's going to do it for homecoming 2010 and the Sports Zone this week. For Mike Allen, I'm Buddy Pearson saying God bless, hit 'em straight. We'll see you next week right here in the Sports Zone.
It's David Benjamin's High Tech Direct TV Sports Zone.